Hello guys, it's Dranina here and welcome back to the Outer World. So I just leveled up and let's have a look at all the things we can do. Anti-Cleo management training skill improvements. Every time you level up you can earn skill points to spend on improving your skills. Spending a skill point on a core skill melee improves all of the specialized skills in that group to a maximum of 50. After 50 you can add points directly to specialized skills up to 100. Every skill improves as it grows, but pardon me. Special unlock bonuses occur every 20 points, which read each skill description to see what they are. Armor, consumables, and status effects can temporarily raise or lower your skills. This helps or hurts skill checks and the skill's passive bonuses, but won't give or take away the skill unlocks. Sounds easy enough, doesn't it? Skills. What do we want? A single point in dialogue, you think? Or ranged or melee. Oh, stealth is also. Let's go for stealth. Stealth will be fine. Oh, I do have 9 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Let's do it like this. And apply. Time the dilation location hits. You have unlocked location hit effects for tactical time dilation. Hitting enemies in different locations during TDD maims or cripples those body parts. Try different locations to see a different effects. Hits to the chest produce different effects when using different weapons. Combat dialogue abilities. You have unlocked a combat... dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. Oh, sounds fun. And the clear specialized management seminars. Selecting perks. Welcome to the perk selection. On this screen you can choose which perks to buy with your perk points. You get a new perk point to spend every 2 levels. You can also acquire perk points through gameplay, such as accepting a flaw. Acquiring 5 perks makes the next tier of perks available to you. Okay. Walk speed, sprint speed. There are so many good ones. Vendor prices, XP from companion kills. More carrying capacity. Base armor rating. That's not bad, but also health is not bad. And this is also not bad either. Well, let's go for more tactical time dilation. There we go. And the journal is found a power regulator. Sounds like we have enough to do right now. Oh, this is our ship right now. Nice.
Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown.
Okay, that's fine. Let's get outside again.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
I'm a Starship Safety Inspector. Absolutely.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Well, good luck with that. Let's go to Edgewater. It's over there, but also there's something over there, and there's something over there. That sounds like something very huge over there. Not something I want to mess with right now. So just take the road to the east of here. I imagine we have to go up. Oh, a chest. What's in here? Adreno. I might imagine you can never have enough of that.
I smell blood!
No crouch, no crouch, no crouch. You. Ooh! There goes a head. Where did I get shot from? Oh, behind here. Come here. There you go. Oh, I'm almost dead. I should really watch out for my health. A bit more. Oh, shoot. Wrong button. Well, at least I had fun. A bit getting used to, I have to say. Brother encampment. There are enemies over. He's blinded. Let's heal a bit. I have no idea how many of these health packages I got. Really don't do any damage. Was it everything? Huh, looks like it was everything. Let's take you. Huh. Guys are a bit annoying. And I'm hurt. Ammo parts. Light armor, heavy armor. Ooh. Ooh. Do we have here? Mock apple, food, bit cartridges, heavy armor. Everything? Oh, there's more in here. I need more mech picks than I have. Can I get up here? I can. Okay, so let's... And there we go. And there's absolutely nothing here besides mock apple juice. But it's better than nothing, is it? Okay. Let's be a bit more careful. Where do I have to go? Here's the landing site, and I have to go straight ahead. Then we should get to Edgewater in no time, and I hope without too many problems. Something big over there. Something big over here as well. Let's run past. Here quickly. Don't want to mess with that. Honestly, to God, don't want to do that. I think I ran in the wrong way. Because I didn't come across a cemetery. And all people over there. But let's quickly go into Edgewater. So here we are. Edgewater discovered. Can I get to the region? I think I had to come from... I walked all the way over here. Yes, I did this instead of just pick this spot. Well... Can I put my weapons away? Huh, how do I do that? Let's quickly have a look at the controls. Key bindings. Below this R. I cannot find anything about putting my weapons away. Oh, I can click on this and select the weapon as well.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got in.
Just between us.
Well, this is a space of choice. Ooh, an elevator. Can I look in your computer? It's unlocked. Edgewater Saltuna Cannery. Oh! So we're in the Saltuna factory. A space's choice property, terminal access. Locks. Notice, the Edgewater Saltuna Canning facility strictly adheres to space's choice standards of health and safety. Notice, schedule your sick leave with your space's choice foreman and or supervisor. Be considerate towards other members of the Space's Choice family. Allow 2 or 4 weeks to process and approve your scheduled sick leave. Last hours must be compensated through the company. See Reed if you're having troubles paying for your sick leave. We'll try to arrange ways to deduction instead. Remember, work invokes the spirit. Sickness in the body reflects sickness in the mind and sickness in the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting with your local vicar. So basically... Oh, it's not the right button. People have to pay for the sick leaves, which is ludicrous to me. It really is. Well, hello.
Got my sights on you.
Well, hello to you too. There's nothing really here, is there? Ooh, vending machine. No. Don't really need that, do I? Ooh. And I don't even have to crank the elevator upstairs myself.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with... well, not fish.
So basically they are saying they're making saltuna and they're making something completely different, but what it is, I don't really know.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
I'll wait until you're finished.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just... old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, let's start with instructions. I'm Dranina.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a Marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect.
I don't work for Space's Choice?
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Well, I should kind of need to pass and I don't plan on staying long, but let's cut straight to the calls.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
And you're giving me this information for free?
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
And what is living there, since it's just mostly abandoned?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Well, that's a surprise.
I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
And yeah, indeed, it's not my problem. And indeed, I've seen a bit of Edgewater. I don't blame them, because it seemed very empty and boring. Oh.
It's our problem, not yours, but I'm asking for your help. If those workers don't come back, Edgewater is going to collapse. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Well, I cannot make any promises.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going, shall we? CMP New Management Seminar. Companions. You've gained a companion. They are characters that join you on your adventure and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills to increase your carrying capacity, and you can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Nice. Let's go, shall we?
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Well, one thing I do hope is that you have better pathing than my companions in Skyrim. Though I think that's not a whole lot to ask for. Oh, let's...
Hey, ma'am, can we talk?
So you want to talk in the
Sorry.
elevator?
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just... Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Yeah, I figured so much. Tell me.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Well... So you also do notice Adelaide?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Well... What were they arguing
Can't
about?
say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words.
Oh, that's
if
a
Mr.
shame.
Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her.
We'll try.
Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, ma'am. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Well, then we stop by.
Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
I think I do agree with you. Can I see? Yes, I can see. I will. So you also got a light pistol and an impact hammer. Not bad, not bad. This one's the same. Yes, it is. Let's get out of here. We can stop by the vicar. Ah, he's over there.
Don't make me report you to Mr. Thompson.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
Huh? Move along.
Well, no one's talk either. Look at this town. The streets are filled with dirt and puddles of water. I have to say,
I've
this
always
town
felt weird
doesn't
in here.
really look good
too
to me
Clean.
at all.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Oh, a lot of them actually, but for now...
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
Well, I do believe it, so what do you think of them, Vicar?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Well, staying here... How can I not... Well...
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Well, doesn't seem like a very easy job, so... But still thanks, I guess?
If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
I assume nothing, but tell me more about it.
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
I'll keep it in mind.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. I'll look for it.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Okay. So let's see who we have here. Who are you?
Our place in the universe is fixed.
Well, that sounds incredibly boring, I have to say. Let's have a quick look at our map. We have to go over there. Which means we want the exit on the other side. Anything else we can do here in Edgewater? Besides, of course, the Saltuna factory. Also looks like the Saltuna factory. Well, cannery, because we don't make Saltuna, we just can them. What do we have here? Cantina. That must be here.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
I know how you feel.
What's in here?
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson.
Where's an
Never been
Abernathy?
healthier. Oh, sweet merciful law. A marauder's in my domicile.
Well, I'm not a marauder.
There a reason you're running around outfitted like one of those monsters? Did Mr. Thompson send you to put the fear in me? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Well, don't worry, he didn't really send me.
And what are you doing here? Visiting? Well, let me give you the grand tour. This here's my domicile, and there's the door.
Well, you mentioned something about being plagued. I'm fairly sure of that.
You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick. Wait, no. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen. Maybe I am feeling a little under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend. Please, don't tell the constable.
Why not?
She'll toss me in the sick house. I would have confessed before the good vicar. Get some ablutions for my spirit. Just never found my courage is all. Hey, you're hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't ya? Do a good turn for an expiring old man?
Well, it kind of depends on what you need.
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work. That's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Sure, I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
You know you're taking an awful risk, do you?
I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
I do understand it, but you look awfully sick, I have to say, old man.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Well, I'm not exactly working for him, but who are you?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
Well...
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
What do you need it for, then?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Well, tell me anyway.
Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
Both of them seem like legit answers, but I get it.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
That sounds very legit.
That's all I can ask of you.
So we have two choices. Either, well, seeing the medicine is of course one option whether we want to do it or not. And if we do it, we either have the choice to sell it to Esther Blaine or give it to Martin Abernathy, who, according to Esther Blaine, is a drug addict, which It wouldn't surprise me if that holds a bit of truth.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm just looking for some more information. Resident, cannery worker. Who are you?
Never seen you here before. You a visitor? Welcome. On behalf of the Spacer's Choice family, let me welcome you to where am I again?
Well, you're in Edgewater, but you're drunk.
Edgewater, jewel of the Vale. May the law bless our beloved cannery with 100 years of, what's it called? Productivity. That's the one. Yep, that's us. Productive.
Oh, I think you had a little bit too much to drink.
Oh, it's fine. I'm only on my third bottle.
Your third bottle?
I don't start heaving up my guts as long as I can count to 3. Company lets me imbibe as much zero-G brew as I can afford. Even gave me a discount on account of my injury. You jealous yet?
No, not really, but where were you injured?
Yep. Got my mid stuck in a rotor wheel. Shredded my wrist up real good. Conrad went and sewed up my hand, but I couldn't do much about the pain. Boss was real generous to me, though. Got myself a 5% discount on zero-G brew. After the second bottle, the only pain I feel is emotional.
Oh, that's sad.
Hey, Conrad's a surgeon. Well, he's a barber. That's like surgery, but for your hair.
No, it isn't. No, it really isn't. It looks like you still got both your hands. Cannery worker. Oh, cannery workers. Don't think there's anything useful here. There is a general store here.
Another day at the cannery.
Don't go knocking.
Here.
I'm not allowed in here. Not since the vending machine incident.
The what?
Where are we headed? You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
Well, you're a mechanic, aren't you?
Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
And in the bar, you asked whether I was a drinker?
Sorry. I know, it's none of my business.
Oh, it's completely fine.
Strong drink makes me sick. And it makes me real sad. I start thinking about things I oughtn't, and then... Well, never mind that. You got better things to think on. Sorry.
Oh, no. Don't apologize.
Oh, it's what I do. You'll tire of it soon enough.
And why aren't you allowed in Moreau's store anymore?
There was a kind of a thing with a vending machine when I was 12.
A thing with a capital, and you were 12. It must be ages ago.
Sure, but folks got long memories around here. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know. So I did my thing, and next thing I know, there's a couple hundred bottles of zero-G rolling out the front door and into the road. It's not funny.
It is funny.
Right about then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Saltuna ships. And Mr. Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone would have to volunteer a third shift to get it all canned. Anyhow, you ever seen an autoloader run over a bottle of Zero G?
No?
Exploded all over Mr. Thompson. One bottle after another as the loaders went by. I was just shy of working age, so Dad had to pay all the damages. Moreau's still angry at me. I can laugh about it now, but I just about puked up my guts in terror in the moment. That's the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool.
Oh no, you didn't. You looked like a fool as well in the office when I was there. Because
Had your rations yet?
that man can't even understand that if you have a machine that used to can salt tuna, but you put something completely different in there, that it's going to break down. If he doesn't understand that, then he's a bigger fool than I even thought. But for now, guys, I think I'm going to end this episode here. Next episode, we go outside of Edgewater and find that book that Vega Max was talking about. We're going to see who these people are that are the so-called deserters from Edgewater, and see whether we like them more than that Reed person. And Mr. Reed, because I didn't like him at all. And if I can help these people out, or those people out as deserters, I mean, then that might be a very good cause. For now, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and ring the notification bell if you want to get updated every time I post a new video. If you have any comments about either the Outer Worlds or other games I should be checking out, leave them in the comment section down below. Have an awesome day, and I see you guys next time.